Every day, thousands of people post strange things online: conspiracy theories, disappearance, cries for help. Most of them disappear without any notice, but every once in a while, a post appears that's so disturbing. People can't stop asking the same question: what if it was not a lie? A man from Brazil spent years telling through the internet that he had uncovered something horrifying. He claimed there was a secret restaurant where people are being served human meat. He said an organization was hunting him and that his parents had been kidnapped. And to convince strangers he was not lying, he did something almost nobody would ever do. He published his full name, his home address, his phone number, and even his family's personal documents. Most people laughing on it, others called him mentally ill. But then, without warning, every one of his accounts went silent, and to this day, nobody knows. Whatever he uncovered something terrifying, or whatever he was running from something, only he could see. If you enjoying true internet mysteries, disturbing Reddit investigations, and the darkest story hidden across the internet, you are in the right place. Turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and let's begin. The internet has a strange habit. Sometimes it turns ordinary people into legends. Other times it quietly forgets them. The story falls somewhere in between, it being not on Reddit, not on YouTube, not even on a dark platform. It started in the comment section of an Instagram post around the middle of 2020. Someone scrolling means in a pink Floyd post noticed a comment that looked completely out of place. At first glance, it looked exactly like the kind of snap message everyone ignored. But when people actually read it, they realized it was not advertising anything. It was not asking for money. It was begging for help. The call belonged to a man named Kik Lemar22. His message claimed something almost impossible to believe. He said he was an artist. He claimed he had discovered a cannibalism restaurant somewhere in Brazil. According to him, an organization was now hunting him because of what he knew. He wrote that his parents had been kidnapped, that he was being tortured, and that nobody believed him anymore. Most people would be dismiss the comment immediately because stories like this appear online every day. But then they noticed something unusual. He included his real identity, his legal names, usually his phone number, his home address, every detail, even the location of the place he claimed was connected to everything. Curious users clicked on his profile, accepting to find a job. They found something much stranger. Nearly every post looked the same. Again and again, the same disappeared warning, acquisition, the same again, the same disappeared warning, the same acquisition, the same play of someone, anyone to believe him. Then the investigations appeared. People searched his name across the other platforms, Facebook, other social media profile, art pages that they discovered made the mystery even deeper. His posts were not new. He had been repeating the same terrifying story for years, long before anyone noticed him. And the longer people looked, the harder it became to answer one simple question: was this man exposing something real, or was he slowly losing his grip on reality? By now, people were not just reading this post, they were investigating them. Some believed they had discovered the internet's strangest conspiracy. Others thought they were watching a man suffer a complete mental broken. But before anyone could decide which was true, they noticed something that made the entire story for more unsettling. Kik was not posting the same message just once or twice. He had been repeating it for nearly 2 years across Instagram, Facebook, and other social media platforms. Sometimes he posted publicly, sometimes he sent the message, displayed message directly to complete stranger. No matter where people found him, he always claimed someone was following him, someone was hurting him, and someone had taken his parents away. As more users searched through his account, they discovered something else. He was not just filling the internet with acquisitions, he was an artist. His profile contained dozens of dark illustrations, most of them were disturbing. Twist human figure, violent imagery, strange symbols. Some drawing carried messages about fascism, others hinted at secret organizations, and several of them mentioned the same mysteries restaurant again and again. That's when the first major theory appeared. Maybe this was not real at all. Maybe it was an alternate reality game. Energy, a fictional horror story designed to unfold across real social media accounts. The theory made sense. After all, the internet had been projected like this before. Creators would invent fake identities, scatter clues across different websites, and encourage strangers to solve the mystery. For a moment, everything seemed it fit. Until people looked closer, a normal ARG usually gives its audience something: a hidden code, a puzzle, a secret website, some final reveal. Kik Story had one of those things. There was no game, no reward, no ending. Only the same disappeared message, repeated hundreds of times, over and over again, as if he was not trying to entertain anyone, he was trying to survive. That realization changed the discussion of overnight. The internet slowly split into two groups. The first believed he had uncovered something dangerous. The second believed he genuinely believed everything he was saying, not because it was true, but because his mind convinced him it was. Then people noticed another details, one that made the story even harder to dismiss. To prove his parents were real, Kik uploaded personal documents, government-issued identifications, family informations, private code. No ordinary internet troll would blindly expose. It, it did not prove a cannibal restaurant exists. Whoever this man was, it is a barely wanted stranger to believe him. And that where the mystery truly being, because if he was lying, he had sacrificed his own privacy for a story that gained him almost nothing. But if he was telling the truth, then somewhere in Brazil, a white man had spent years begging the internet for help, while almost everyone scrolled past him. The question was no longer, was he telling the truth? The question had begun, why did he believe this so completely? And hidden inside one killing, attached to nearly every one of his posts, people hoped they would finally find the answer. By now, thousands of people had seen Kik post. Most still believed there had to be a simple explanation. So instead of arguing, they decided to verify the only thing that could actually be checked: the location. Every one of Kik posts included the same website, the same address, the same place he claimed was hiding something horrifying. If the restaurant exists, this would finally prove it. One user copied the link, another searched the address of Google.
This
Within minutes,
place
dozens of
looks
strangers
normal
were
at
looking at the
first
same location. But
glance.
what they found did not match Kik's story at all. According to
This
public records,
place looks
the address belonged to
normal
the
at
medical care
first
facility,
glance.
a rehabilitation and sports center. The building looked completely ordinary.
This place
There were no
looks
hidden
normal
entrance,
at
no
first
abandoned warehouse,
glance.
no secret restaurant, just a clean building with rows of patients and
This
families
place looks
thanking the staff
normal at
of their
first
care.
glance.
For many people that attended the mysteries, this proof he made everything up. But others
This
were not
place
convinced
looks
because even
normal at first
though the building
glance.
looked normal, it did not explain why Keksha sounded so genuinely terrified. A new theory started spreading. Maybe Kik had once been connected to that facility, not as an investigator, but as a patient. Some people suggested he could have been experiencing severe paranoia, convincing himself that ordinary doctors were actually members of a dangerous organization. It would explain why he never produced undeniable evidence. It would explain why every answer he gave seemed agreement, and why, no matter what people asked him, he always returned to the same terrifying claims. They are threatening me. They kidnapped my parents. It's an evil organization. The words rarely changed. Only the desperation behind them did. At first, the theory sounded convincing until someone noticed another problem. The facility on website did not describe itself as a psychiatrist hospital. It mainly cared for elderly patients and people needing long-term medical support. Nothing publicly suggested. It specialized in training severe mental illness. So once again, the mystery refused to disappear. Then a few internet investigators spotted something almost everyone else had overlooked. Whenever Kik talked about the restaurant, he almost always mentioned his parents. The two stories read his parents had not simply gone missing, they had been taken, and to convince strangers they were real, he uploaded photograph of his mother's government identification card. Not because people doubted she exists, but because he was wanted the internet to know exactly who he believed had been kidnapped. That tiny detail changed the investigation completely, because if his parents had actually been attempted to a long-term care facility, and Kay could not accept that was happening, he may have interrupted medical treatment. Doctors were not helping them, they were holding them captive, and the care facility was not a hospital. It was something far more sinister. It was only a theory. No one could prove it, just as no one could prove his original story. Two explanations, both possible, never complete. And somewhere in the middle was a pyramid man who kept
This
asking strangers
place
to
looks
save him,
normal
then
at
without
first
any warning.
glance.
The post stopped, the message stopped, the comments stopped, one by one. Every account
This
that had
place
documented
looks
his
normal
great
at
place
first
went silent.
glance.
No goodbye, no explanation, no final update, just silent. Had someone finally helped
This
him?
place
Had
looks
he simply walked
normal
away
at
from the
first
internet?
glance.
Or did something happen before he ever had the chance to explain the truth?
This place
When Kik's
looks
account suddenly went
normal
quiet,
at first glance.
the internet did what it always does. It started searching for answers, not rumors, not theory,
This
real evidence.
place
People look
looks
through public
normal at
records,
first
old social
glance.
media posts, archive web page, even government database. They hope to find one thing, prove that Kik had simply moved on. Some had been abandoned, others had missing posts. Several links no longer worked. It was as if piece of his online history had slowly begun disappearing, not overnight, but little by little. The lack of information only flooded more speculations. Some people believed authorities had stepped in, others instead the entire story had been an elaborate performance from the beginning. But there was no one problem with both theories. Neither explained why Kik had spent years repeating the exact same claims. Most internet hoaxes end with intention, an interview, a confession, a hidden website, something. Kik never tried to prove it. He never asked for donations. He never sold merchandise. Never revealed a Gucci ending. He simply kept asking for someone to believe him. As discussions spread across Reddit and mystery forums, and other explanations become more popular, not because it was exacting, but because it fit the available evidence better with his life. Instead, they found almost nothing. His accounts were still there. That idea changed the way many people viewed the story. Instead of loving, some being feeling sympathy, wherever, whether his claims were true or not. The fear in his message appeared real. He sounded exhausted, separate, like someone who genuinely believed no one was listening, and paraphrase. That is the saddest part of this entire mystery, because the internet is very good at turning people into entertainment, but it's much worse at knowing when someone may actually need help. Years have passed, no verified evidence has ever come from the extensions. No investigation has publicly supported his allegations, and no reliable evidence showed that the organization he feared was real. Yet his posts remain scattered across the internet, fragment of a mystery that still sparks debate. Was he exposing something that nobody else could see? That a fracturing man believed he was trapped, while thousands of people watched from behind a screen. Sometimes the secret internet mysteries are not the ones involving monsters or secret organizations. Sometimes they are the ones where we'll probably never know what was really happening. In the end, the mystery of Kik Lemar22 remains unsolved, are no theories, but because there are too many. And until new evidence appears, the truth may never be known. If you enjoy to internet mysteries, disturbing online investigations, and the darkest story hidden across the web, subscribe the channel because the next mystery may be even stranger than this one. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay safe.